That's a great question. So if you're talking about just the cast on, let me show you here. I'm going to cast on at my number 1 needle and go all the way around till I get back to my 48th needle, which is considered the last needle because it's marked at the 49th needle. And I'll show you why I don't do this when I start to go to panel mode. So here it's every needle is done, right? Now I'm going to crank backwards to start my panel. And when I crank backwards, I'm going to show you what happens. And it's not a huge deal. But first thing that happens is that yarn's going to drop off that first and second needle. You will never be able to knit in panel mode for those first and second needles. Now look, when I go back to my starting point, you can't get all the way back to have the machine actually knit on that 48th needle. That's going to drop too. And then you kind of get this little, I call it a little loopy doodad that hangs out. It's not as big of a deal on when you are doing like the waste yarn cast on, but if you're just wanting to start your full panel without any waste yarn, your project yarn from start to finish, you have this little loopy guy. And even if I started it, like here's an example on my 48th needle, it's still gonna drop off those needles. You're never able to use the 48th needle, the first and second needle. It's always going to drop that yarn. And I'm gonna show you how that happens here on the cast on. So I'm casting on, going around, and I'm going to stop at my 47th needle. You will be able to use that one. So you're always able to start and stop your panels at the 47th needle and your third needle. Because see, if I try to crank more forward, it just doesn't go all the way. And then when I go back, because I started my cast on at my white needle, it's still going to fall off. So if you cast on all 48 needles in tube mode, say, and then for your first row, go directly to panel mode, you still will never be able to knit the 48th, the first or second needle just by how the machine works in panel mode. But if you notice, by either starting the cast on at the white needle, even though it drops off the 48th, the first and second needle, on the 47th needle, I do not have that loopy doodad. So this is better for tension. What I personally do when I go to cast on in panel mode, I just skip the 48th first and second needle and I just start my cast on at the third needle. And then I go either all the way to my 47th needle, or if I want to make the panel shorter, then to whatever needle you want to, just because I know it's going to fall off those 3 needles. Now the other option is you can just crank a tube out around and around, so you're cast on plus cranking multiple rows. Then you can change it to panel mode if you want to go from a tube to a panel on your project, but you would have to you'd have some live stitches on your tube part once you switch to panel mode that you would have to pick up and cast and bind off somehow so they just wouldn't drop. But that is possible. So you're going to see that here. I did speed up this video a little bit because it took a minute. So I cast it on in tube mode, and then I cranked out a whole bunch of rows in tube mode, and then I had switched it to panel mode. It gets kind of confusing since I'm using the same yarn, and you can see how it got caught on that white needle, so I needed to fix that. But you can see now when I get it, and I kind of messed this up because I was just playing, it dropped off a few extra needles, but you could then do just panel mode, and I'm trying to do the largest panel possible to make an opening. So going from tube mode to panel mode, but without securing those stitches on like the third, first and second needle, because you're never going to be able to stitch on those ones. They're going to drop. So it would be good to either use a stitch marker to hold those loops in place so they didn't continue to drop, so you could keep your tube intact, or you could use some waste yarn in that part. So I'm going to play with this a little bit more because it's definitely possible, and it would be really nice to make openings like if you were wanting to make some of those beanie hat ski masks that are full face, so you had an opening for your nose, lips, and eyes. That could be something you could definitely do. So, but you do have to look at drop stitches, and you'd have to work very slowly in those parts. So hopefully this cleared up either way your question was on if you can go from tube mode to panel mode. You definitely can, but if you just want to cast on in tube mode and go then directly to panel mode, you're still not going to be able to use 3 of the needles out of the 48. So you're only going to be able to use a max of 45 needles on the 48 circular knitting machine in panel mode, just by way the machine works in panel mode. So thank you so much for the question. I really appreciate it. If you have any more, or if I didn't answer your question, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to answer the best I can. Happy crafting, everyone.